Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Tyler Segerman. The Houston Rockets will be tipping off against the Pelicans here shortly in New Orleans. But before I tell you the importance of that game, let's go back to Friday because it was just simply spectacular to watch. At home against the Spurs, there's simply just one man on the court, or so it seemed. The bearded one, James Harden, took over, hitting from everywhere, including this one all the way from Channelview, it felt like. Despite his performance, though, his team was still down in the fourth quarter. But what do you know? The former MVP came through, outscoring San Antonio by himself down the stretch 14-2 to secure the Houston victory. Harden matched a career-high 61 points, shooting an impressive 19 for 34 from the field, including 9 threes. Could he do it again tonight against the Pelicans? Hey, I'm not putting anything past him. But more important than the Beard stat line is the score. The Rockets are only a half game ahead of Portland for the 3 seed in the West, and Houston has had trouble with New Orleans this season, losing 2 of the last 3 matchups. Of course, I'll have that final score for you tonight at 10. Now, I mentioned before the win is more important than the stats, and I'm sure Harden would agree, but I couldn't let this tweet go unnoticed. It shows Harden cooking the Spurs. Oh, it still makes me laugh. This has been pinned on the Rockets Twitter page since Friday night, and honestly, if he goes off again on Sunday, I would just keep it and just replace his dinner or the team, but I digress and I move on. Now, speaking of good times for the city of Houston, Astros fans received some exciting news. 36-year-old Justin Verlander has agreed to a 2-year, $66 million extension. That means the 7-time All-Star will be under contract with Houston through the 2021 season. He may be reaching the age of 40, but if he can do what he did last year, which was throw a career-high 290 strikeouts, I think keeping him on the team is the right choice. Now, sticking to the diamond, Lamar was eyeing its first Conference Series win in Louisiana this weekend. However, Northwestern State would defend their home, pulling away from the Cardinals in Game 3. 10-6 is the final. Lamar is now 2-7 in Southland play. The season doesn't get any easier as a trip to College Station awaits them on Tuesday. And 13th ranked Texas A&M is riding a 6-game winning streak, so not looking good as far as scheduling goes. Now, for March Madness, of course, has taken center stage this weekend, and so many reasons to love the NCAA tournament. Now, here's another. Basketball on ice. Last night, the Carolina Hurricanes brought out a hoop. Yes, a hoop, following a 5-1 victory over the Wild. I'm a big hockey fan, but this is something everyone will like. Trevor Van Riemsdyk dribbles past his teammates, getting some fundamental picks along the way, might I add. Couldn't really tell who was playing defense, but regardless, at the end, he throws it down. There might have been a bit of a travel, but hey, I didn't see any officials on the ice, so it's legal in my book, and the fans loved it, which is what matters, of course, the most. Is that not awesome to see?
That is awesome. I mean, ice skating's already hard enough, but you're gonna
add a basketball to it, start dribbling. I mean, ugh,
hey, he was almost dunking. That's impressive.
He did dunk. I mean, the room might not be, you know, quality height, but you know, it's still a pretty good experience for them. Yeah.
Alrighty, and you will have highlights from the Rockets game tonight.
I will. Yep,
awesome.
I should.
You got any predictions?
I think they'll win. They're playing for a playoff spot, so I'm pretty sure James Harden will come out. And, yeah, you're sporting. You got the colors on. They got to win.
I'm ready.
They have to win.